Hey, what's up? It's Keith. Let me turn off this audiobook. Albert Einstein said, only two things in this universe are infinite. Let me take off this backpack. Whoa. Ugh. Only two things in this universe are infinite. Only two things are infinite. One, the universe, and two, human stupidity. So I'm working on this property right now, and I had this metaphor I want to share with you, and I want to call this video The Line. It's about walking the line in integrity with yourself and with your heart and with your soul and your life, because there's really no other way to go. You see these parking lot lines right here? Check this out. See that? Your goal in walking this line is to get all the way to the end by that green grass over there. You see all these? These are all detours. So you're walking this line, right? You're walking. Oh man, I'm walking this tightrope, right? It's so hard. It's so difficult. You're like a spring chicken. You can't even balance. You're suffering. Well, what happens when you're walking this line, you get caught up on a detour, oops, and you come this way. And where does it lead you? Where does it lead you? To a dead end. You get led to many dead ends in life, and you're sitting here, there's nowhere to go, a dead end road, and you could sit there and cry and bitch and whine and complain, it's hard over here, it sucks over here, or eventually you have to get back up and get back on your mission and walk the line. You're walking the line, nope. Look at this, another detour, another dead end sucks you down in your life. It could be a toxic family member, a toxic friend. It could be your own toxic psychology. It could be your own issues that you carry with you everywhere you go. We all have them, I have them, right? And now you're at another dead end. You could sit here for a month, a week. You could sit here for 10 years. You could sit on this dead end your entire life and say, it's too hard, look how far that is. I'll never get there. I'll never get there. But I want to tell you something. Check this out. You finally get the courage to get back up and walk the line. And you walk that line. And it's hard and you can't balance. You're like a spring chicken, right? And it's so difficult sometimes, life. The shit that gets thrown at you and the shit you have to deal with and learn to work through and overcome. The things that keep you up all night. The things that stress you out, the anxieties, the uncertainties, will pull you down in themselves, down more dead ends. You get where I'm going with this, right? All these freaking dead ends, man. I got an awesome client that we're working for. He's an old school Greek guy. And I sit in his office with him when I'm getting paid, and we talk about life for a few minutes of business. And he's old school. He says, let me tell you something, Keith. Most everybody you learn in life, they're fucking full of shit. I'm like, but I learn more and more that he's right, because the more you learn and grow in life and in this world, you learn that, oh my God, a lot of the things that you learn growing up from people or people you look up to, you grow up and you find out that that was just a paradigm, and hey, sometimes we're full of shit. So you got to walk your own line and walk your purpose. But here's what happens. You start to walk this way, you go, I've been down that road before, and you start to get that sixth sense and you go, oh my God, that's when wisdom grows. I've been down that road. These are dead ends. They're dead ends. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there because now you've learned, you've been ripped off, you've been scammed, you've been screwed by the system, right? So you walk the line, but what happens, right? Oh shit, oh shit. You end up down another dead end. How the hell, I thought you were on your mission, and now you end up all the way down here again, right? And now you're frustrated. Now you're beat up because you've come all this way, and you've got so far to go, and now you're sitting at another dead end in your life again. And this time you give up, throw in the towel. People go into depression, turn to drugs or alcohol or whatever it might be. Can't even get out of bed for a month. Maybe you've lost everything and went bankrupt. Maybe a person that you love left you, or there was something horrible that happened, and now you're stuck at a horrible dead end. You'll never be able to dig yourself out. You're at a permanent dead end. You can sit there forever and be stuck there. And it's gonna be hell. because now you've crossed the Rubicon, you're at the point of no return. How the hell are you even gonna get back? Maybe it sets you all the way back to back there, way back to the beginning. Oh shit. If you imagine being a grown-ass man, this happens to a lot of people, and things happen to you in your life that put you all the way back, not only at square one, but deeply in debt. Now you're way over there, dude. How are you ever gonna get back? But the knowledge and the wisdom that you've learned along the way is so important, because you can get back faster, right? So you force yourself to get up, you get out of the depression, you get a new job, you start a business, you settle the bankruptcy, whatever that horrible thing is, right? And before you know it, amazing things happen when you fully commit 100%. When you really get, there's an amazing book by Think and Grow Rich Napoleon Hill called Outwitting the Devil. He talks about walking, not a line, but not drifting, right? Not drifting and staying on the straight and narrow in your consciousness is actually, the devil can't get to you when you have a definiteness of purpose, right? I like David Data, he says, lock yourself in a room with a notepad and pen and don't come out until you know your purpose. Because once you become purpose-driven, like Rick Warren, the book The Purpose-Driven Life, then you can't be, you develop discernment, and you can't be pulled in so many directions anymore, caught up in the swirl. Feel that? That swirl is what will take you and suck you down like a whirlpool. Like I said, toxic people, and maybe your toxic self. You become more definite. So now you're like, I'm not going on that. Screw that. This opportunity is a wolf in sheep's clothing, full of shit. Look at that. Hell no. I've been there before. You're walking, oh shit, down. Oh shit. You end up down another dead end. But you hit this dead end, you go, boom, bounce back quick, because you've been there. And look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And maybe not. The finish line, the green grass, where the money grows, bitches. And you hit the finish line, and you have arrived, right? And you can get that moment one day where you're on vacation, or maybe you've found the love of your life, or maybe you've spread a bunch of money out across your mattress. I actually got the chance to do that like a couple years ago for the first time in my life, and I realized that was a really empty feeling. I was like, oh, this ain't what I thought it would be, right? It's not a lot of money, it just was a goal for me. But you hit a level of gratitude one day where you wake up and you cry. I broke down crying over the winter while I was out plowing snow. I bawled my freaking eyes out. I was like, oh my God, thank you, God. I've never been so grateful in my life, because it hits you like a ton of bricks that your dream is beginning to happen in front of your own eyes. But look how far you had to come and all the bullshit you had to go through to get there. But people will look at all your successes or whatever, and they'll just be like, and invalidate you. Mother Teresa or Peace Pilgrim said, if you build a large structure or a castle or anything, people will tear it down, right? If you love unconditionally, people will break your heart. Love anyway, build anyway, right? If you have great ideas, people will knock them down, have great ideas anyway, because in the end, it was never between you and them. It's between you and your creator, right? Whoever your creator is to you. It wasn't between you and them anyway. In the end, it's all about your purpose and your mission. So walk your line, because there's one more thing that I want to say. You are actually way down there on the other end. Your higher self, rooting yourself on, saying, come on, Joe, come on, Mike, come on, Bob, you can do it, you can do it. But you're all the way back here going, I can't do it, it's hard, oh my God, I'm running on no sleep, like you're a mess, right? And that's real. Grown-ass man or not, or woman, life is really fucking hard sometimes. It's really hard, right? But we're not special. Everybody goes through the same shit. We actually live in the greatest opportunity anywhere, despite some shit. But the temptation will be to get sucked up in stupid bullshit, maybe to do wrong things, or to do things, or get caught and sidetracked in dead ends. That's the temptation, and the temptation will fucking eat your ass alive. But you're on the other end. The metaphorical you saying, come on, you could do it. Good man, Good man. Good man. Walk your line. Good man. I know, but it's hard. I want to step off the line, right? No, your purpose is to evolve. And evolution, like shedding a snake's skin or shedding, well, I don't want to say a snake, but you know what I mean, right? Evolution is painful because it's growing pains. We all go through them. I go through them, right? Walk your line, no matter what. Time is on your side, bitches. Time ain't on my side. I got bills to pay out to. I understand, right? But the sooner you start walking that line and not getting caught up in this stupid bullshit and all these detours and dead ends, is the sooner things will start to work out for you. I promise you. All right, I gotta get back to work. We're installing some mulch, prepping these garden beds, and making it look crispy. All right, later. You know what's funny? One more thing. Very much so now that I'm in my early 30s, I feel very much like a man and very in control of my thoughts and, you know, my business more now so, my household. But there's still a part of my psychology that's a kid, and I don't know what that is. I get insecure about it sometimes, but maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing, because you don't want to be that serious asshole, right? All right, later.